Long ago, in a place known as Dish Town, there lived a girl named Pupuru. She had just gained favor from the great curry god after pleasing him with her delicious plate of the spiciest curry. A while after the celebration, a strange omen had occurred. From the sky, Pupuru suddenly saw a circular object fall to the ground. When it landed, she curiously investigated.
What is this? How did I get here?
The object emitted a glowing green mist. After examining the shape further, Pupuru had figured that this was actually a crown, one unlike any other she had seen before. Judging by its material, it was certainly not from this world.
I've never seen anything like it before. What happens if I wear it?
Slowly, carefully, she removed her own crown and placed upon her head the new one. Suddenly, a surge of power flowed through her whole body, a sensation she had never felt before in all her life. Fearing something wrong might occur, Pupuru yanked the crown off her head.
That was weird. What was that? I don't feel so good.
Meanwhile, in the dreaded Netherrealm, Gigadis was brought before his father Hades, awaiting judgment.
You disappoint me, my son. You promised you would bring the girl here.
Father, you must give me more time. I promise you, once I take Pupuru as my own, you will favor me.
It is time you learned a new ability as Prince of the Netherrealm. Quan Chi.
What more can I learn?
That which you have been too ignorant to know. We must ask you, have you ever killed anyone before?
No.
Minion, bring the prisoner. The great Kung Lao, defeated at the hands of Shao Kahn, Emperor of Outworld. The fool assumed he would win the Mortal Kombat tournament.
What are you trying to prove?
That taking a victim's life is one thing, but taking his soul, however, will allow you to live forever. Your soul is mine.
Of course. Take me back to the surface.
And on the surface of Earth, the severely ill Pupuru had begun her deep slumber, unaware of the intruders outside her room.
What do you want?
Revenge.
And as Gigadis was ready to perform his part of the assault, Quan Chi quickly locked the door to Pupuru's room, preventing anyone else from interfering.
Sleep well, Pupuru. Sleep deep. And when you awaken, you have no one else to turn to but Gigadis. With your family gone, you will be the only one left for you. You will have no other choice. She is dreaming. A life form is beginning to take shape.
Meanwhile, outside Pupuru's room,
Your soul is mine. I feel complete.
You have done well. Your father will be proud of you.
How long until Pupuru awakens?
None can say. Her new medicine helped cause this horrible sleep for her.
I must take her with us. I want her to see me when she awakens. She's sleepwalking.
after blowing back Gigadis and Quan Chi, the sleepwalking Pupuru began her blind rampage. Her magic brought her to modern Earthrealm without her realizing it, as she was spotted by Agent Stone and arrested for all the destruction she caused in her sleep. It wasn't until Pupuru was in her cell at Blackfield Asylum that she would finally awaken with the help of Marcus Kane. Gigadis would soon be disappointed when Ratchet released Pupuru from her cell and formed the League of Heroes. And in the present time, the Keyblade wielder Sora packed his belongings and headed outside to where his gummy ship was docked. It was finally fully repaired, as Sora must continue on his quest.
All right, time to get back to business. I've got to keep looking for Kairi.
So this is it. You're moving out now.
Yeah, it's about time. I've just got to move on and do what I need to do.
I hope you find her, Sora. I'll try not to fight it.
Hey, I'll miss you too. I really appreciate you and your parents letting me stay here. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm not going to be leaving forever. When you need me, I'll be here to help, because a hero's always got work to do. I'll be back someday, I promise.
That sounds good to me. And you're welcome here at any time.
That's good to know. Just hang in there, buddy.
I guess I've been getting used to having a roommate. I'm now missing the feeling.
Hey, you still got me. I can imagine it's been even quieter before I came along.
That is true.
But the quiet would soon be cut off in due time. Down in the depths of the Netherrealm, Gigadis brooded over the deception of the once powerful monarch, Ash. What's the matter? Still upset we blindly followed a fraud?
Ash was a fool to take Hades, my true father, away from me. I still thank Lan Hikari for punishing him for me.
Yes, Lan's rage led to Ash's exposure, to his death. My amulet will be used wisely in the right hands now, to fulfill my mother's vision.
Who?
Kronika, keeper of time. Her knowledge of all that is past eclipses all others.
And what good would she be to us?
She had caused the biggest disruptions within the flow of time. Her hourglass is the secret weapon that keeps the Netherrealm intact. It is time for her to finally appear. As Shinnok spoke those very words, the powerful sands of time suddenly appeared right before their very eyes. At first, a simple flow through the air, their speed increased into that of a strong sandstorm until nothing more was in sight, and once the chaos cleared, Shinnok found himself in a new location, the keep of his time-bending mother. He saw her ahead of himself, her hands hovering over the aforementioned hourglass. Mother, I applaud you for your excellent work. The fools are unaware of the drastic changes you have made to history.
My son, Shinnok. It has been a while.
Indeed, Mother, it has. How well are you keeping our guest?
Where he should be for now.
With a wave of her hand, Kronika revealed the ghostly form of the deadly needles, his soul flowing through the hourglass until given release.
Your mother sucks at hospitality.
It is only right that she holds you here for your constant failures. You were never strong enough to smite the League of Heroes, not even the White Wolf.
Oh, but I was close. So close. But he and his worthless father overpowered me.
So it worked.
What?
Even you were unaware of the alterations I had made to the timeline. I gave Marcus Kane his new origin, to keep him, you, and everyone else in the dark, no longer referring to Pupuru's dream. It was a first step to creating the ultimate timeline.
Clever girl, you fooled us so well.
There will be more to the new story. History will continue to change.
Much later, as Lan Hikari began a new day,
Everything's been getting back to normal. Sora's gummy ship finally got repaired. He moved out and successfully reunited with Kairi. He also sealed that keyhole just as promised, so no more Heartless will invade our world. Although things have gotten better for him now, I still kind of feel like it's been too quiet.
So what exactly are we going to the library for?
I want to do some research on Shaolin. Get to know where Liu Kang came from. The White Lotus.
Can't you just use the internet for that information?
Come on, it's not a bad idea to get out of the house more.
You know well what happened the last time you did.
We're currently not on a mission. Besides, we weren't really aware of what Shao Kahn was really up to. How ironic. He's dead thanks to an alternative version of me. Believe me, that's not something the real me would have done.
Then what would you really do?
Weakening someone is one thing, but fully killing him just takes it to the next level. Well, look who it is. Hey, Pupuru.
Oh, Lan, hi. I didn't expect to see you here.
I was gonna tell you the same thing. You've been in Agent Shepard's care for a while now, ever since that mansion got destroyed.
It really was a shame to see that thing get bombed. Things weren't really the same after that.
Yeah, there were some drastic changes, but we've still got a fair amount of members for the League of Heroes.
It's not really the same as the original lineup, but it'll do.
Hey, well, it's good to see you're still happy and hanging in there. I gotta go get a few books to study. And a manga.
Good to see you too, Lan. As for me, I'm about to study psychology.
Inside the library, Lan departed to use a nearby computer, while Pupuru went her own way to find what she sought. But when she came to the section where the information was held, the books were gone. Across from the shelf, she noticed a very familiar figure reading the desired books at a nearby table. Pupuru quickly placed her hands over her mouth to prevent her from exclaiming in excitement. Her heart racing, she quickly approached her old friend from another planet.
Fancy seeing you here.
Well, well, look who dropped by.
You have the books I'm looking for.
So you want to study psychology too, eh? Well, I might need a study partner anyway because I can't understand a lick of this.
Ratchet, since when did you start wearing glasses?
It's not a normal thing. I'm just wearing these right now because they make me look cool. I can't see through them, so wasted effort.
It really is good to see you here. Where have you been during Shao Kahn's failed Armageddon?
Oh, I was here when it happened. The whole time I was looking for you. I couldn't find you anywhere, though. When I saw Raiden getting the crap beaten out of him, I thought we were about finished.
I was safe with Kat.
Kat came back? And nobody told me?
We couldn't find you either. Can I see one of these books?
Sure, help yourself.
So what made you want to study psychology?
Nathan suggested it after Billy Ray Stillwell got killed. How about your reason?
The same as yours.
Reasonable. After all, our first adversaries came from the old Blackfield Asylum, so this would help us understand them better.
Think it'll give us a better insight on Marcus Kane?
Strange to think of what he was when it all started.
I know, the Dark Knight.
I remember that so well. When I first saw him, he helped introduce me to you by giving me your memory.
How did he do it, though?
Actually, I'm just as confused about that. He just pointed his hand at me and then... Yeah, how'd he do it? Something's not right. I don't know why I didn't ask myself that much sooner.
Better figure that out, right?
Couldn't agree with you more. We can always study psychology later. At the Special Forces headquarters, Agent Shepard began to recall a recent mission with Hollywood actor Johnny Cage, but their conversation was soon interrupted at the approach of a familiar figure, the head of the Galactic Rangers, Captain Qwark.
Hold on. Stay here while I get this big guy.
Qwark! Oh, Agent Shepard, it's so good to see you again.
At ease, Captain. Just making sure you don't walk out on the unit again. Especially with who else has been in charge lately. Because right now you're standing in the headquarters of the OIA.
OIA?
Outer World Investigation Agency. So we take action in worlds other than our own. And so far, the Special Forces are doing an excellent job at it.
I haven't been paying attention to what's been happening lately.
From what I recall, you hardly pay attention in general. Go with me, I want you to meet someone. He's not just a soldier, but an actor as well. He's known to the world as Johnny Cage.
Sup, big guy?
The Johnny Cage? Oh, I'm a big fan of yours. I've watched every single movie of yours.
They're good, aren't they?
Please,
You got to demonstrate at least one stunt!
Tell you what, I'll show you a move I never used in my films at least once.
Yes, please!
Alright, let's dance.
Oh!
You got caged.
I thought the crotchetizer was bad enough. This is different. Oh my gosh! Back at Kronika's keep, it was time for the meddling mistress to summon 3 certain subjects from back in time. She concentrated hard and kept her focus on those who had attempted to gain domination.
Master Ash.
Kronika looked into the past to find Joel visiting the former Netherrealm monarch, Master Ash, after the news of Shao Kahn's supposed demise was spread.
You truly are a relentless man.
Did I pass some test?
Indeed. Now that Shao Kahn is defeated, and Onaga will finish him, you are worthy to join the ranks of the Netherrealm. Human life means nothing to you in the face of death. That's what makes you valuable.
Then I'll get what I came here for.
You shall. With Calypso dead, all of Midtown will be at your mercy. It will bow before you and do as you want it to. This is what you want?
Yes. It's been a year since I lost my daughter. Perhaps someday, through this, I can have her back.
Very well. As I'd given this to Calypso long ago, I now give you the power to grant wishes.
Thanks. It's all I'll ever need.
Where are you going? Stop!
Shao Kahn.
As for this area in time, the Mirrorverse incarnation of Liu Kang was held prisoner by the ruthless warlord Shao Kahn.
Like I said, no matter what universe you come from, you will always be like me. You can't escape your nature. Because of your sacrifice, you helped me take over Earthrealm. That is something that will never be undone. So what will it be, Kang? Will you continue to fight your nature? Or will you embrace it? The choice is yours to make.
Chairman Drek.
And even further back into the past, Chairman Alonzo Drek and Dr. Nefarious had constructed their new planet thanks to the deplanetizer and the controlled help of Captain Qwark.
You died in a prison escape. There were witnesses.
Oh, people will say and do just about anything for the right price. What was yours, Qwark? What was your price for selling out your friends? Your face on another cereal box, perhaps? Why don't you run along so the chairman and I can get back to the business at hand?
That was fun! And t-shirts would be a good idea. Good for morale. What do you think, Neffy? Should we...
Wait, where am I? Is this New Core 2?
This is not the Earthrealm I had conquered not too long ago.
This is a different power, one I've never beheld before.
The 3 so-called villains. Defeated at the end, without a second chance for revenge.
Kronika! You dare interfere with my scheme. I am about to finish my conquest and end the Thunder God. Your interruption rid me of my chance.
Why did you bring me here with Shao Kahn? He deceived us and the Netherrealm.
And you deceived all of us! You stole my amulet and smuggled Hades' soul within it! What did I just walk into? I feel like I need to raise my hand and ask questions.
Listen to me, all of you. You are all here for a crucial mission. All 3 of you, both mad and hungry for power, yet failed to destroy our hated enemies in the past.
How could I have failed? Raiden's students are dead!
You are unaware of how the tides would turn.
Mercy. Mercy!
You killed my friend. You get no mercy from the Lin Kuei.
Lan, don't!
Time to make Raiden proud.
Sit down!
Shut up!
Sit down!
Insolent, idiotic.
Pathetic. And weak. Destroyed by mere children! I should also blame Nefarious for backstabbing me. Remind me to liquidate him if I ever get back.
I can make no guarantees. All of you must learn to work together and cooperate. Separation and mutiny were the weaknesses that held you back.
And how can you prove this even if we are not willing to cooperate?
I can completely erase you from history. I can confirm your non-existence. It will be your punishment if you do not do what I command.
So we're forced to work for you.
You taught us into it, lady. I don't want my reputation ruined. We're convinced. I'll do it.
Excellent. But first, I must assemble our final subject.
With another wave of her hands, Kronika extracted needles from the Hourglass and granted him a new human body to control. With that complete, the 5 villains gathered were finally ready.
It is time.
Meanwhile, back at the Special Forces HQ... Alright everyone, listen up! Our target is a mysterious being by the name of Kronika, and from what we heard, this giant hourglass of hers can take over time. With it she can bring anyone from the past and into the future, and vice versa.
It is as I had feared. Shao Kahn had taunted me about changing the timeline again, as I wanted to right my previous wrongs. Is it possible that the past and future are colliding?
It would be a possibility, but we might find what she had used. This hourglass is also the key to stopping Kronika, using her greatest weapon against her. If we can manage to harness its power and reverse the damage she's done, then all our problems will be solved. The only problem is she's using it to bring back our greatest foes as we speak, meaning we're going to gear up with everything we've got to stop her and her new army.
That reminds me, Sora did tell me what happened to us recently might have happened to him before. Maybe he can be of a little help.
Later, well after Ratchet had explained the time-bending enigma, Lan visited Sora to further discuss the details of Kronika's doing.
So you do recognize something?
Yeah. Of all the past events to mess with, Kronika picked the worst ones. It was horrifying enough to see everyone else get swept away by the Heartless. They took Kairi. Then Riku. Then I was alone.
And somehow, Shao Kahn and his goons might have known.
Maybe. I didn't recognize what was happening at first. I couldn't see that what happened a while ago was replaying itself.
Kronika also messed with our memories. We wouldn't remember what happened before the replay until we found out.
That was a pretty crummy thing for her to do.
How's Kairi, by the way?
She's doing great. I told her about everything that happened and how hospitable you and your family were. When she heard that part of the story, she helped me put 2 and 2 together. Even Riku pointed out that the Heartless's assault had happened before.
Yeah, I'd hate to be caught in that kind of loop.
To be honest with you, this isn't the first time something like this has happened to me.
No?
No.
Well, I think I should stop asking questions. I don't want to get personal.
Thank you.
Later, as the heroes geared up for battle, much more was mentioned as they continued to converse. I'm actually almost excited for this. I haven't taken you with me on these adventures in a very long time.
It's good to be reliving the old days now, right?
As long as there are no fights between friends. I'm sorry it really hurt you to hear those conflicts.
Hey, that's in the past now. I'll be fine.
I hope it stays that way. You and I gotta keep ourselves together. I keep forgetting how much you really mean to me. That's it. I'm done! I'm sorry, Pupuru, but you're on your own.
Ratchet,
You're seriously walking away from her?
are you okay?
Guess it shows I am getting older. Everyone does something foolish as they get older.
But past mistakes are overlooked when a friend is willing to forgive.
That's true.
You're no longer the god of thunder, yet you're coming with us anyway.
It shouldn't hurt to fight with raw strength alone. Remember, I trained you before you received the powers of Sub-Zero. I was impressed even with the rawness you had yourself.
So true.
You guys can't go on without me. I'm coming with you this time. Well, this is rare. I helped form this group in the first place. It may have been your idea, Ratchet, but I gave you the approval and all the help you needed. If someone like Kronika is gonna screw with us, I'll screw with her. She's had this coming for a very long time. It's settled. Let's get going. Raiden had remembered the way to Kronika's keep, as the Elder Gods had once told him. As Ratchet piloted an aircraft of his design, big enough to fit multiple passengers, Raiden guided him over the Sea of Blood, nearby another passage to the Netherrealm. To avoid being spotted by Hades and the other dwellers of the Netherrealm, Ratchet activated a cloaking device on his ship to glide through unnoticed.
If they do see us and we're hit, it will be over for us. The Sea of Blood is bottomless. It would sink for all eternity.
That's something I'd never want to feel. Thanks for putting that thought in my head.
I thought Sub-Zero was supposed to be fearless.
Still, I'm the youngest to carry that mantle, and I still can't believe it to this day.
I take it that fortress is where our mistress is waiting?
That is it. A door right there leads to the keep. Land there.
If I'd known we'd come across something like this, I would have brought some C4s.
Hold on. I think I got this. Glass ain't the only thing that's fragile. There's also ice.
So what do you aim to do? I doubt adding a coat of ice would help.
Aw, Shepard, you won't believe it till you see it. Ratchet, a big wallop with your wrench, if you please.
Well, guess it's worth a try.
Ah, that's the idea.
Exactly. You freeze it. You break it.
The five entered the dangerous domain of the time-bending Titan. As they searched for the door that led to the Hourglass, their attention suddenly turned to more recognizable elements. They spotted, on each side of the hall, a shelf containing items taken from certain individuals or events throughout history, and Ratchet recognized one of them right away. The Time Cube? I thought I destroyed that thing.
Maybe the Great Clock isn't the only thing that has that kind of technology. After all, the Hourglass can control time too.
You got the Time Cube from the Great Clock?
Admittedly, yes.
Another door. Suppose you know what to do here, Lan?
Ah, shoot! Here we go again.
And now for an encore.
There she is.
I have been expecting you.
Ah, our guests have arrived. Impossible.
We meet again, Thunder God. And Lan, somehow you've returned.
A problem with you is that you're so clueless.
I am aware of my future. I will not let you, any other version, not even 100 of you render me dead.
I echo Shao Kahn.
You brought back this faker too?
And Chairman Drek? Qwark's not here with you. Good. This makes it all the more easier. And you, Needles?
Getting tired of me.
Every single day.
I'm sure Pupuru feels the same way. I know that deep down, she just wants me to disappear and die permanently.
That's true. I'm sick of you.
I'm sick of you too, kid. I just want your heart to stop so badly.
And we will see that happen. We will stop you from preventing Mother's vision for the future of all life. One that will balance the realms. One that will create a new reality. Not our future. You're going down!
Make no move. You have brought the one I am looking for. You, Pupuru.
What do you want with me?
Not long before the dream, you had taken a valuable item that belongs to me. My crown has been in your possession all this time.
Crown? What are you?
Pupuru's mind raced through her memory, searching for the one moment Kronika had mentioned. She finally thought back to the moment when Kronika's crown, designed by the sorcerer Shang Tsung, had fallen from the sky and into her possession.
That was yours?
Yes. My tool to create a new timeline fell in your possession before the sickness had come over you. I had lost it in a battle against the Elder Gods. It fell to your Earth realm, until now, when you shall deliver it to me.
Is that why you're screwing things up? So you can get what she's had this whole time? Pupuru reached into a larger pouch she brought with her. With her heart racing, she pulled out the very thing that puzzled her throughout her life as part of the League of Heroes.
You have kept it well. Give it to me now, Pupuru, and I will let you and your friends go.
And if I don't?
I will erase you completely from existence.
Spout your falsehoods elsewhere, Titan. We will not be deceived again.
Pressured, Pupuru felt the need to wear the crown, to finally behold its true power in front of its owner. She thought it may help against Kronika. Pupuru, be careful!
You do not know its true power. That is mine.
Then try and take it from me.
Harnessing the powers of the crown and the hourglass, Pupuru planned to confuse Kronika by sending her on a chase through various different areas of time and space. As she ran, it threw both sides of good and evil against each other in combat. As the battle raged on, Kronika attempted to stop Pupuru by using the hourglass, but only to cause more confusion. All were constantly teleported to whichever point in time Pupuru and Kronika chose, the first being the deplanetizer, about to destroy another planet.
It's the end, you morons!
Then the Battle of Armageddon, upon the Pyramid of Argus.
Oh no you don't, Shao Kahn. You're not trying that again.
Onaga? He was here?
Then the top floor of Calypso's tower. Oh dear, look who it is.
Calypso.
Over and over again, the scene changed, to Veldin, to the Netherrealm, to Outworld, to Hexaville, to Amazonia, as the chase for the crown and the battle continued. Eventually, everyone stopped back at Kronika's keep, as Pupuru began to feel exhausted. Don't strain yourself, Pupuru.
You agreed to protect the girl, Ratchet. But not the way I had expected it. Your feeble minds are what prevent my vision from becoming reality.
I was glad to do it. And I'm still willing to protect Pupuru every step of the way.
Yet you neglect to discover the truth.
The sands of time shifted once again to reveal a fragment of the past, from when Gigadis extracted his desired revenge.
Mom?
Your soul is mine. I feel complete.
You have done well. Your father will be proud of you.
Quan Chi!
So that's how it began. You were dreaming when this happened. Pupuru, stay with me. I'm really sorry about this. And you had to traumatize her even more by showing her that. You're a monster. Yet you're also too blind to realize how proud I am to be Pupuru's friend when there was no one else for her. You may have shown her the ugly truth. The truth can hurt sometimes.
Pupuru's dream was an inspiration. It gave me the vision of the ultimate timeline. That would lead to the end of this pitiful Earth realm. And little did you realize that you were all my pawns to further perfect it. Marcus Kane was my first subject. He knew he was trapped in the nightmare. Therefore, his escape brought the end of it. As Needless continued to harvest his mind in the form of the Dark Knight, I took control of them both to put the next step into action. I brought Ratchet out of the void where his pathetic Lombax race lived. I injected Pupuru's memory into him through Marcus's hands. Marcus had taken the memory with him as he escaped into reality. I delivered it to bring the dream to life faster.
You confuse me. You wanted all that to happen, so Pupuru can relive all the hell she went through. But in reality... But like I said, I was happy to do this for her. I promised her that the dream would come true in the best way possible. You forget that we have free will. Pupuru holds a place in my heart.
Even after the psychotic Billy Ray Stillwell was sent to the past to murder your mother, my power was used again to its great advantage.
So you caused a lot of confusion. Marcus's background, Scorpion's allegiance, Jehan's death. This power must have also brought Joel here too. And all those other Lumbuxes that appeared might have been test subjects as well. It would also mean that if Marcus was brought here by completely different means, that Charlie wouldn't have existed before. He came from Kronika's upcoming timeline cutting into ours. Still, I say I made a heck of a friend out of Charlie.
Soon, all of you will meet your end, and my future will be complete.
You're insane.
You can't alter time like that. Time is a gift, and not to be tampered with. I learned that after my obsession with the time cube.
You have played out all possible scenarios. You cannot win. You are welcome to try, of course, but without Pupuru by your side.
With those words spoken, Kronika once again used her powers, summoning Pupuru straight to herself. Hey! Let her go!
I would thank you all for bringing her here.
Pupuru! Excellent, Mother, excellent. just what we wanted to see.
Sleep, my child, and let the darkness come within you.
Kronika then raised her hand up. The world shook around the subjects. The sands of time started to build up a wrecked carnival, with very few lights on and blackened clouds rushing overhead. All were shocked when they realized where they had been taken to.
This is where it all began, and this is where it will now end.
Ah, yes. I remember this place. This is where the most fun happened. This is my old slaughtering ground. This is where I was born.
Wait, you mean we're all in Pupuru's dream now? This is ugly.
Pupuru, wake up! Snap out of it!
If she awakens, then we'll no longer exist. We would only have been part of her imagination.
Hang in there, Pupuru. We'll be out of here quickly. Just listen to me. I know it all began in this unspeakably horrible place. I know how much it really hurt you. And it really hurts to see this all over again. Remember, I was given your memory so I know exactly who you are and why you needed me. I'm not giving up on you. Just try to sleep a little longer. I know it hurts, but you gotta trust me. It'll be over soon. I'm doing this with you. Stay with me. Please. I don't want to lose you again. You're my friend. You've only seen me and my friends in that crazy dream you had recently. And I heard about what happened. And so we're here to make this dream come true in the best way possible. We have such grand adventures together. You'll be safe with us. Now there's a promise I'm willing to keep. Mother! Kronika pressed on, attempting to destroy Pupuru and forcefully take the crown back. Pupuru, however, was no longer afraid. Her memory, her friendship with Ratchet and the League of Heroes, gave her the motivation to take the stand she needed to take long ago. With the crown and her magic wand at her disposal, she was sure to gain the upper hand.
You're done playing dirty.
You cannot defeat a Titan.
Those are just words. We, however, do deeds.
After Lan froze Kronika completely, Pupuru landed one last blast of her magic upon her, shattering her to many pieces.
No!
And with Kronika destroyed, the nightmare vanished, never to be seen again. Everyone found themselves back at the keep. Shinnok and Needles disappeared from sight, as the three other villains found themselves slowly fading, teleporting back to their places in time with no memory of what had transpired.
I can't go back! I cannot die!
What's happening to my mind?
All I wanted was a planet for my colony. So do you think we'll remember this when... Back to the past, at the deplanetizer. Huh? Must have dozed off. Oh well. So, Nuffy, as I was saying...
Sheepinator, one of my personal favorites.
As for Ash, in the Netherrealm...
What happened? Welcome, Hanzo Hasashi.
Hanzo is dead. Call me Scorpion.
And finally, Shao Kahn in the Darkened Earth Realm.
Strange. I thought I had failed. Earthrealm is still under my rule now. Ah, Lan Hikari.
It's Sub-Zero now.
In the present, the bond between Pupuru and Ratchet had saved everyone. There was no denying that being with Pupuru made Ratchet a good friend, or perhaps even a good father to her.
Ratchet?
It's all right, Pupuru. You got rid of her. You did it.
This crown was full of mystery that I've never known until now. If I had learned more about this much sooner, I wouldn't have gone through all that hell.
At least it's all over now. Well, actually not until I do one last thing. Without hesitation, Ratchet himself placed the crown upon his head, ready to put into action the last deed to end the conflict Kronika started.
You did it. It's all back to normal now.
How observant of you, my friend. I went through some moments of the timeline and got it all straightened out, as if Kronika never interfered at all.
Then all damage she had caused has been reversed. I will deliver the crown to the Elder Gods. It must never fall into the wrong hands.
It may be best. Time travel can be risky these days.
If you fixed time, then how do you still remember me? Kronika helped you gain my memory, right?
That's one of the changes. No one will ever forget you. However, the best part is waiting for you at home.
Huh?
That's right.
My family!
Pupuru's family is restored. That means she won't need us anymore. No more League of Heroes.
Let's not jump to conclusions, Lan. Even though Pupuru is returning to her normal life, that does not mean it's all over. We can still work together as the greatest crime-fighting team.
We're not giving it all up. I say we still make quite a good team. I'm still willing to do this, for whatever comes next.
Me too.
Come on, let's get you home. Moments later, Pupuru was taken back home to Dish Town, where she happily reunited with her family and her friend Ku. Ratchet and Agent Shepard stood by to watch, near a tree on a hill. So this is it. Our mission is finally complete, after all these years. Even so, I enjoyed it. I was happy to help her when there was no one else to take care of her. And I'm impressed we've managed to pull it off so well. Well, kind of. It was a bit of a bumpy road. Still, there's plenty of work to be done. Even though we're not all in the same place, we don't have a mansion, we're still the League of Heroes. Whenever there's trouble afoot, we'll be there. Spoken well. I better leave them to each other.
Ratchet, wait!
Oh. I figured you'd stop me.
Before you go, I want to say thank you for everything. I don't know who else would have taken good care of me so well. So, thank you.
I had to do what was right. Whether I knew what it was about or not, it was my pleasure. You're very welcome.
And you are welcome to visit whenever you like.
And you can see me at any time. We're still together in this team. You're understanding that Pupuru really needs our help, not just mine. With our combined forces, we can protect her from any danger that threatens, especially that Dark Knight character. If we're gonna form the League of Heroes, now is the perfect time to do so. As long as Pupuru's locked away, she's not yet safe. You are a good man, Ratchet. You still record everything I say, do you? You still record everything I say, do you? Her past is now safe, thanks to you. Mm-hmm. As long as I'm still kicking, I'm sure I'll be ready for next time, when we see her again. Indeed, Ratchet. Indeed. Pupuru watched her dear friend soar off, her heart completely filled with joy and satisfaction. Within her, she still thanked Ratchet for all the time he spent to protect her from the threats and traps set by deadly fiends such as Needles, Master Ash, and even Kronika. Now the purpose of the League of Heroes had been slightly altered. They lived to protect the universe from the dark forces. The war was still yet to end. Pupuru and her friends were still willing to fight on, and friendship would still bring them ever so closer.
"願い忘れないで